YouTube, what is going on? My name is Nostalgia FPS. You may see me on the AIM trainer as Corporate Serf, and in today's video, I'm coming at you with some more bad handwriting and more AIM theory and hypotheses. Today's AIM hypothesis is something I'm calling sensitivity cascading, which is basically tracking practice through incremental changes in your sensitivity. So, disclaimer here before we get going, these methods are basically all experimental. This is just something that I have been coming up with and working on. It's for entertainment or your evaluation for this video. Don't replace your regular training. So when should somebody use this? Well, I have three cases. One, the first time you play a new scenario, never played it before. Number two is when VDIM or whatever training method you have is no longer helping. Or the third case here, if your sensitivity feels wrong. My personal experience, PGTI or Precise Orb felt terrible. This is where I actually came up with this method. Okay, let's briefly explain what this is. So for a voltaic tracking benchmark, we're going to take one high difficulty benchmark, like Snake Track Advanced, and start at 100 centimeter 360. That's very slow. After every personal best score, we're going to increase our sensitivity, our CM360, by 4 centimeter 360. Increase means we're getting faster, so the number is getting lower, but it's faster. It's really confusing. You'll see. So yeah, the example here, Snake Track Advanced, our first run is going to be on 100 centimeter 360. The second run, obviously, it has to be 96 cm 360 because our first one was our PB, so we're moving on, 96. Then, important here, only move on to 92 when you've gotten a PB on 96. Do you guys see the trend that's going here? Now we're going to throw in a really important aspect I'm calling the undertow, which is basically after 15 minutes of the main version, you're going to be playing the easier version of that said scenario with the exact opposite process. So we're starting at 1 CM360 and increasing by 4 centimeter 360 every time you personal best. This will also go for 15 minutes. Example again, Snake Track Intermediate. Our first run, 1 CM360. Our second run now has got to be 5 CM360 because, the first time we play a scenario, that's our personal best. So we're on 5. Then here, only move on to 9 when you've gotten a personal best score at 5 CM360. Okay, so you've seen the method. Let's go over some rules really quickly. Never get a personal best score on the same sensitivity twice. You're always moving on. This is not about practicing at these weird sensitivities. It's about getting a score, moving on. You're basically cycling sensitivities. The other thing is remember to swap to the undertow, or what we're calling that, faster sensitivity portion after 15 minutes. Don't just stay there working on a terrible sensitivity for 30 minutes. You don't want to hurt yourself. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is actually jump into this process, and then at the very end of the video, I'm going to have like some pros and cons for you guys. But briefly, before I jump into the process, I want to say thank you to Hoochie, my Discord friend and aiming mutual. He reviewed this process the first time when I had a rough draft and gave me this great point about sensory motor variability. That's quite hard to say. All right, here we are, guys, on Kovaaks. We're going to be playing Precise Orb with Advanced and Intermediate. Wait a second here. How did this top 10 TSK Serf, how did that get on the screen? Well, now that we're talking about it, I did hit that yesterday, going for a Celestial on there. But anyway, let's get back into Precise Orb Advanced here. We're going to play this and start on 100 CM360. Alright, so when I start this, you guys can see the timer in the top right. We're going to be playing this for 15 minutes, and then we're going to go to intermediate. So here's the first run on 100 CM. Oh, wow. That was crazy. Somehow, top 63 percentile on 100 CM. Let's go on 96 now. Okay, we beat our score by a lot. Top 80% already here. That's cool. 96 you can see here. So because we beat our 100 CM score, we're now going to go to 92. $1881, nice. Already getting close to the top 1,000. See 92. So we beat the score, going to 88 now. Okay, so Figured this would happen soon. We did not beat our score. So we're going to continue playing on 88 cm here. Oh man, I just cooked that bot. So 2040, big jump. Now we're going to go to 84. Almost beat it, but gotta go again. Alright, 2182. That is a top 1,000 score at 84 cm. Getting close to Grandmaster, which is cool. Let's do 80 cm now. Oh, I almost beat my score there. Alright, we beat our score on 80. So now we can play at 76. Ah, pretty close again, but we'll have to play again at 76. Nice. 2307 there. So 76. We're almost getting to 15-minute mark, so we got like 1 or 2 more plays here. Okay, decent score for 72. We're going to give this one last play here. Okay, big drop off. I'm a little bit tired from all 15 minutes, so I'm going to take a break, and we're going to come back on intermediate, and we're going to start at 1. Okay, so we're coming off the break there. 1 cm 360 on precise orb intermediate. This is going to be tough. Okay, 307 somehow. Not the worst score on the leaderboard. Good news for anybody that does this. 5 will be easier than 1. So you'll PB quickly. And actually usable sensitivity here. Still not any good. Okay, 922. 5 cm 360. Now we're going to move on to 9 since we beat our score at 1. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect to jump that much. That is a platinum score. 71 percentile on 9 cm. That's really surprises me right there. We're halfway to diamond. $20.74, that is diamond on 13 cm 360. Ah, we didn't beat our score. We'll have to play one more time here at 17. Wow. I don't know if that's Jade or not. I forget. I think it's close to Jade. But 17 cm, we beat our score. So we're going to move on to 21. Okay. Making a lot of progress here fast. This is a Jade score on 21 cm. That is really cool. We were top 93 percentile. Gonna go ahead and go on to 25 now. Okay, beat our score again. 25.66. $28.60. That is master. Got master on 29 cm 360. top 97 percentile. Gonna go ahead and move on to 33 cm now. $26.75. After such a big jump, it makes sense that we didn't quite get it. Gonna play again on 33. So this is the first time in this whole video that we've had to play twice and not beaten the score. So we're going to continue still on 33. We're just going to keep in mind this seems to be somewhat of a weak point for us in our aim. It's 33 cm 360. Oh, we almost beat that there. Okay, and I should get this next run, hopefully. Okay. I think we're a little bit tired. We're still under 15 minutes. This is our last run here. We're really close on this score. Really, this is just practice on the faster side of things. I'm not too worried about the score. Okay, 27.77 was our last score here. We have reached the end of the 15 minutes. Pretty cool stuff getting master on 29 cm 360. So now, what I'm gonna recommend you guys do is take a break. If you've played like 30 minutes so far, like I have, I would recommend you close your application. You can load it right back up, but I recommend you close your application. And when you come back, we're gonna be playing Precise Orb Advanced. This is really important. This might be the most important part of the video. When you come back, it's going to say, of course, our best score is 76 cm 360. I do not think that you should try for the next 15 minutes when you come back to beat 76 on this 72. On kovaaks, there's such a thing as personal best score, obviously, but then there's session best score. And what I think you should do when you come back is have 72 be just like what 100 was previously, right? 100 was our first score that we played this on. And when we come back, 72 is going to be the first one that we play this on as well. And that's going to be your session best. And so from there, I think that you should cascade based on your session best, not your personal best, because you can drive yourself crazy trying to beat this really good score on a really crazy sensitivity, right? So when you come back, work off of your session best and cascade that way. Okay, I reloaded my app. I'm not gonna play another 30 minutes for you guys. I'm just gonna play a couple more times, but I want to give you the example, something for you to see on this. So 76 is our PB. We're gonna start our session best on 72. Okay, perfect. So right here, obviously, session best 2169. So now, when we play on 68, okay, so you can see the session best bar. And now, playing on 68, we're trying to beat 2169 and surpass that session best bar. Okay, so as promised here at the end of the video, we're going to go over the pros and cons of what we just did really briefly. The first pro here is that it targets underused areas of our form. We saw us playing at those extreme sensitivities from the low end to the high end. The second was a mental benefit, which was immediate visible progress. You could see as we went just how we gained momentum. I even got a master score on 29 that I wasn't expecting. That mental side effect of the immediate visible progress is really profound, I feel like. The next is that this was intended to help you find your optimal sensitivity for a scenario. A lot of people play Precise Orb at these really fast sensitivities, but you could also see that the slow end has its benefits too, and we got some really good scores, and I think that I will adjust my sensitivity accordingly. The last is that this helps you gauge the movement of the target. So the example here being Precise Orb, it's just not as fast as a lot of people think it is. If you have a big enough mouse pad, you can keep up on the lower sensitivities. Then of course, let's talk about the cons here for a second. This super low sensitivity can cause strain. Shout out to my friend Mira Candy. When Candy reviewed my video the first time, the inverse was highlighted, so high sensitivity causing strain. There are more negatives to playing high sensitivity than people think, so thank you, Candy, for your input on that. The other con to this was you may feel stuck at some points, just like you saw when I went back to 72. I couldn't get my high score, so that's where the idea of using the session best helps. And then the last point, extreme high sensitivity is frustrating. Even though it was only one play, playing on one CM360 was ridiculous. It was weird. So do keep that in mind. But with all of those things being said, this will conclude the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support recently. Somehow we are climbing close to 1,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to me, all the support that you guys have given me recently. So thank you again, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.